Welcome back to Immersive Adventurers. Anybody want to do the recap?
No.
Once, twice, sold. Okay. Last time that we all met, you guys continued trekking through the Weeping Woods and ended up finding the ritual site. Goretax and Thunk, you two snuck forward to kind of do some area reconnaissance, figure out what the fuck is going on, bodies, that kind of thing. We're able, Goretax, you pulled back, gathered the rest of your team, if you want to call it that, gathered everybody else, and you all assaulted the ritual site. You were able to kill 2 cultists and what you can assume is the leader of this small cult section, closing what could be a rift or tear or something. Upon the tear before the tear was able to fully close, you heard a voice come through saying their time has come, soon they will arrive. And like that, the rift closed, leaving no trace of ever actually being there other than the symbol and all the ritualistic pieces kind of around the site. While looking at some of the 2 remaining cultists that didn't get fucking launched into the rift by Rexy, you found a sigil around the cult members' necks resembling the same sigil that was burned into the ground by the Twisted Wolves. And that's where we're going to pick up immediately right where we left off, right after this fight. What would you guys like to do?
I believe Lucian was doing something.
He was about to, yes.
Where are the notes? Notes. I want to grab those pendants before we leave the area.
Okay.
And there was another plan, but I guess we'll figure out what happens.
Well, in that case,
Anybody else having an issue with their character sheet opening?
No, because I'm not using Roll20.
Is yours not open?
It opened when I opened it in a separate window. It's fine.
Yeah, try opening a separate window. Because I was able to open it up just fine.
The only thing I'm going to do is investigate using occultism to see if, by chance, maybe these ass clowns are related to the reasoning as to why wildlife is being drained of blood, or we just happenstance upon something that is completely unrelated somehow.
Okay, go ahead and give me an occultism roll.
12.
I'd like to start looting corpses.
A 12.
Jerk. I mean, I will. I'm with you.
So, sitting there kind of trying to recall some of the memory, the little bit of knowledge you know about the occult, looking at this symbol, kind of taking in the woods around you, or the area around you, and the rift that was just closed. The sigil itself doesn't mean anything to you. The rift is about the same, but you've heard of stories when dark and almost black magic is used, that it does tend to warp and twist the surrounding nature and foliage in the area of where it's performed. That's why typically cultists using black or dark magic are typically deeper and more secluded from society, because it would give them away too easily. So they try to hide themselves as much as possible.
Okay. Then my question to you is, are these guys, these cultists wearing these robes, are they adorned with writings, runes, whatever the fuck?
The two that are still, the two bodies that are still here, no, there are no, other than the sigil itself, there's no runes or writing. There, a few of them, or you look at their arms and kind of their chest area. Other than your guys' inflicted wounds, there are some cuts and almost surgical, I would say surgical like cuts that are in their arms and on their chest. Almost like they were practicing with their own bodies first.
Oh, so it's on their body.
Yep. The cuts are, yes.
Just cuts, no actual ornate anything.
No, nothing ornate, nothing symbolic.
There's two cultists, right?
There are two cultist bodies, yes.
Cool. Goretax is going to use his short sword and lop the heads off of both of them and put them in his backpack. After they are wrapped up.
Okay.
That way there's no lactating blood loss and whatnot. So he's going to wrap them up in little sacks and put them in his backpack.
Okay, so you go over the first. Go ahead. Sorry.
Didn't Rexy or whoever knock the priestess, the lead cultist person's body into the rift?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah, so
he did.
I thought
he
it was
threw one.
I thought it was one of the cultists through the rift, and then the priestess was through the rift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he threw the
Oh,
body.
yep. Okay, so there's one body.
I'm going to do that to him then.
I stand corrected. Okay. Easily enough, you're able to get up. Did
Room in
I?
your
I
bag.
took it. Yeah. Okay. I did take the body off. I need to fix that. That's what fucked me up, is I still had the bodies there. All right. So easily enough, yeah, you're able to lop that head off, wrap it up in some of the torn rags that the body has, and stuff it in your bag. So if you want to mark down that you have a cultist head in your bag, so you don't forget.
I do believe I have some questions for the mayor.
I'm gonna search this guy's body for valuables.
Okay. Give me. Oh, no.
It won't stay in my backpack long, so I'm not even going to write it down. Be all right.
Just give me a thievery or perception check, your choice.
Okay, I'll go perception. It's 18.
18. Kind of going through what remains of this cultist body. You don't really find much other than another one of those short spears, kind of tucked in the robes a little bit.
Just leave that with him.
Now I'm going to start running pockets.
Now you're going to start running pockets. Go ahead and give me thievery or perception.
Thievery? Why do I got to roll thievery? They're dead.
I didn't check the prison pockets, so you never know.
Motherfucker. 9. No. Oh, no. 14. Okay. The dice continued to spin. I was about to get mad. I thought I landed on 2.
Okay. Again, going through this body, all you find is that smaller spear.
Oh, I don't fucking care about spear. So Lucian's getting the sigils.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Or,
a head.
I guess sigil.
Or sigil.
I have a head. Caeden's running pockets. What's Thunk doing?
Pulling security.
Oh. Where the fuck did Rexy?
Rexy's still standing there in the center, just kind of huffing and puffing, looking at where that rift was.
Was the rift emanating out of nowhere, or was there an archway or something
So this, oh wait, you can't see it yet. Stand by. So this piece right here in the center of the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like one of those little bell bird baths, but more ornate and decorative.
Okay.
That's kind of where that rift was coming out of.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more once over the area, and if there's nothing to find, then I'm going to reconvene with Lucian.
Okay. What are you wanting to do?
I'm going to search the area for any kind of noticeable, discernible items, location, loot, treasure, anything of interest.
What's this at the north?
There we go.
Whatever the exploration action is for looking for shit.
Let me pull that up completely. Fuck off, phone. I don't care right now. Exploration. 438. Here we go. Search. Concealed hazards and so on. Investigate here. This is what we want. Check this out. Recall knowledge action while investigating. Okay. So you can actually investigate. Let's pull up that action fully. You don't fucking help me at all, you bitch.
Search is the same as seek, dude. It's a secret perception check.
Yeah, I'm just double checking something.
Google's your friend.
Google's fine. I prefer the book. Because if I Google it, I won't remember it as well. Okay. So, yep, go ahead. Thunk and Goretax, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Okay, Path Builder, you're about to get fucking fired again. I rolled a 7.
Point 13.
13. So you guys both kind of do a kind of one goes counterclockwise while the other goes clockwise, kind of searching and looking around, and you both actually end up on this altar looking pedestal. It doesn't look as neatly decorated as what the picture shows here, but it's more some flat limestones kind of just built into an altar that kind of have a few candles and some papers and a couple books. And you see a journal kind of tucked off to the side where it looks like they were kind of scribbling into there it is. Kind of scribbling into it, making notes. Who's wanting to go? I'll say Thunk because you got the higher perception. You kind of going through this notebook, and one thing that you there's a couple phrases that pop up. The hollowed. There's references to the hollowed, and there's also references to the mother of the flesh that remains.
Said the mother of the flesh that remains.
Yes. But
well,
the general gist that you get out of this notebook is that these three weren't the main body of this cult. Kind of like how within the military we all have our own R&D, or we outsource it or do different things to try to research things. It seems like this group was more research than anything else.
I'll bring the notebook, I guess, to Lucian. Let him know. Well, we've got at least a couple of names to be asking around in town for more leads. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Hollowed or the Mother of the Flesh that Remains.
Should I do a religion check?
Give me a religion or occultism.
Oh, 23 total.
Ooh. With a 23.
Mhm.
As soon as you hear the phrase the mother of the flesh that remains, that kind of triggers a little bit of something. You've heard of stories and rumors of a being, person, something that was the result of some kind of magical experiment gone horribly wrong. The body is completely twisted and misshapen and malformed, but it still has its own sentience. And that's all you really know about it.
What was the name of it again?
Mother of the flesh that remains.
Mother.
Bitch. Vortex goes, well, I'm bored and this place is not quite my style. I think we need to go. And he uses a
Yeah,
short
I
sword
don't think there's.
to pick at his teeth.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's much more to be learned from here, so it's probably best to head back.
We may be
Agreed.
able to ask. We may be able to.
Okay.
You take.
So gathering up what little bits and pieces that you were able to collect, Thunk, you going over and kind of guiding Rexy back into the forest. You guys start making the trek back. Are you guys going back towards Grim Hollow? I'm assuming.
Yes.
So would be. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got questions for the mayor.
Okay. So you all start making your way back towards Grim Hollow. And it's I would say getting to we're not at sunset yet, but we're getting there. This has been kind of like an all day trek from the time you guys originally left Grim Hollow till now. But you estimate that you would probably get back to Grim Hollow just after sunset. So continuing on. Is there anything you guys would like to do on your way to Grim Hollow?
I'm assuming my general exploratory status of trailing.
Okay.
Before we leave, this is a fire behind that tree. I'm assuming a campfire,
I'm about to nuke everything.
Yes.
and the other one's a camp. Just a burnt out.
Yep, that was just a
Ash
burnt
pile.
out one. Yeah.
Okay.
This place will be cleansed by the fire of my asshole.
Yeah, I'm good to leave.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, easily enough, you are able to make your way to Grim Hollow, and you get to the point where you initially encountered the wolves. And whereas this used to be the spot where you really started coming into the twisted and fucked up looking trees. Doing a quick glance around you, the first thing you notice, the sigils that were burned and charred into the ground are now gone. I need to actually everybody give me perception checks, please. See how much you actually notice.
Fucking
Fuck.
15 for Thunk,
6.
6 for Caeden.
I roll. I have an 8, and I'm using my green dice. I gave Path Builder one more chance, and it fucked the dog. So fuck it.
Okay,
I got a 17.
17.
Yeah.
So
Path Builders loves me more than Roll 20, man.
Lucian and Thunk, you two are the only two who
Hates Callus.
really notice because it's extremely. I'm not gonna say extremely subtle. It's very subtle.
I just saw
but-
the flash you had, sorry.
It almost seems like the twisting of nature itself is slowly starting to revert.
I'll point it
Well,
out
whether
to
we
the,
meant to or not, we seem to
to
have
the
been.
rest of the group. Looks like possible our work may have already started taking effect.
Yeah.
I wonder how far this spreads.
I don't like it. We should move faster.
We should maybe check out what's his name? Johansson's farm as well.
I agree.
Either later on or Jameson. Joey gets some.
Gesundheit.
Thank
Yeah, that guy whose sheep got attacked.
Yeah, Jameson. So if you want to go to Jameson's farm, it's not going to be much of a detour, but it will be a slight
I
one.
mean, it was a additional 20 minutes.
Yep.
Just to get there.
Mhm.
I don't know. What do you think? Should we here, let me try to actually be in character. Should we go and check Jameson's farm before we head back to town, or head to town first?
I'm not afraid of the dark.
Best to check on the farm.
Okay.
Okay. So you all make the slight
After
diversion.
back clearing.
What about you, you blue popsicle?
The three of you think it's a good idea. I'll trust your judgment. I was only at the farm briefly before we went into the forest.
Okay.
So again, you make the slight diversion heading to Jameson's farm. And you're able, and when you arrive there, you still see the bodies of the sheep, though a little more decomposed than the previous day. What are you guys looking for here in particular?
If I remember right, I feel like there were markings in the blood underneath the sheep where they died as well.
They
or
were-
I might be misremembering it as that's how their throats were cut or something.
That's how some of the cuts were, and then the blood actually was starting to pool into some kind of shape or certain shapes.
Okay. I don't know what exactly I was thinking. That we would notice different from here versus the other day or yesterday.
Since you brought it up, you can give me a perception check.
Yeah.
I'm noticing perception checks are used a lot more here than 5e. Holy shit.
23?
You walk up to the farm, and the first thing, the immediate first thing you notice is that the blood that was now dry
Yeah.
is no longer making weird move, or it's no longer flowing, or would look like it flowed weird. It appears like it would have flowed naturally at this point, almost like any magical properties that were here is gone.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I'll point this out to Lucian and the other members of the crew. It seems like the little bits of occultism tied into this are starting to go away as well now that we broke down that portal.
I'm gonna go take a look at the sheep, not to like, hey, yeah, you're right, but like just to get eyes on, and then I'm gonna take a walk to the wood line and see if it feels different.
Yeah, there was that feeling that we were being watched or whatever beforehand, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, without doing any roll, just kind of like sitting there, reaching out with any and all your senses. The feeling of being watched, for the most part, is gone. It doesn't feel like there's anything in the woods now actively watching, but you still get this lingering sense that
Something's out there.
Something's not right. Goretax and Caeden, you two actually feel this still a little bit more, just from the fear or that energy blast that hit you when that rift exploded.
Just more proof that we've accomplished what we set out for payment. He dismisses.
Let's hope so. An odd feeling, regardless.
Goretax just keeps looking at Caeden, wondering if he thinks he's actually going to get paid or not. When the party is ready to carry on, Goretax will carry on. Otherwise, he's going to kind of just survey, look around, and then fold his arms across his chest and tap his foot.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at everybody and say I'm satisfied.
Same.
I am
Yeah,
too.
you are.
Let's just go back to town.
Okay.
Goretax looks at Thunk.
Come on.
Goretax assumes the position.
What, head down, ass up?
You're about to be fired.
You all satisfied with your backtracking on the Jameson farm, hit the main road heading back to Grim Hollow.
He also pulls the head out of his backpack in the burlap sack and starts tossing around like he's fucking juggling.
Hey, not on my shoulders, please.
What?
You're getting blood all over my hat.
That's gonna smell for
As
a while.
a couple drops start to hit the front brim of his hat.
Goretax puts it back in his backpack. He looks where the drops are. He goes. He
Thank you.
cleans it off.
You know what? Just for the sake of it, because I think it would be funny. Why don't you give me
Athletics.
No, I'll say survival for being able to get bloodstain out of clothing.
Oh. I thought you were
It's the closest.
I thought you were gonna say athletics for
closest
him
thing.
juggling the fucking head.
No, not.
I was like,
Although
I
that
got
would be
a
funny
roll
too.
to get a stain out.
With all the shit rolls he's getting, it's just gonna hit the ground.
I'm rolling physical. Fuck off. Okay, I rolled a 10. That's not bad. It's
Okay,
It's a 17. No, I'm sorry. I'm athletics, right? That's a 17, my friend.
No, I said survival.
No,
Salty
he's-
said the
yeah.
athletics. I said
Oh,
survival.
well, then that's a 13 either way.
13. So you go and lick your fingers and start trying to get the blood out off of his hat. And for a split set or for a little bit, it starts to just smear across the front brim of his hat until you sit there and quickly like rub your fingers and pinch it between your fingers. And you're able to actually get the blood out.
Yeah, builds character. It's a good look for you.
So, but without much other issue pending, Goretax doing something a little retarded, you all do make it back to Grim Hollow a little past sunset. You see that the tavern seems to have its nightly patrons currently inside, just drink. You do hear a little bit more lively talking. It's still not like celebration or
Mhm.
A happy, but it seems like the town has a little bit more of a breath of life to it.
Good.
Oddly enough.
I jump off his shoulder, as I assume we're in the tavern. Yes.
If that's where you want to go, yeah.
Oh, we're outskirts of town.
Yeah, you're just on the outskirts of town right now.
Yeah. We're just crossing over the bridge, so the tavern's like right next to us. So go to the tavern or go to the mayor's house to let her know of what we've found so far.
I'm gonna head to the mayor's.
Oh.
Follow.
Goretax is going to go to the tavern.
I knew it.
Okay.
He goes,
I'll look at Lucian. Do you want me to? Would you like me to accompany you, or do you want me to keep an eye on the little one?
I go, divide and conquer, divide and conquer. You get your answers. I'll see if I'm getting mine as well.
Stay with him.
Understood. And I will go into the tavern then as well.
I might need it for what I'm about to do.
I already have an idea. Say hello to my little friend.
Okay.
It was either gonna be he was either gonna do it to the mayor or he's gonna do it at the bar. I had a 50-50 coin flip on that one.
Anyway, so going into the bar, first thing you notice is, again, the tavern itself seems to be a little more lively, it seems like a few more people have come out tonight for some reason. Almost like the town itself has felt that dark presence kind of somewhat be lifted. And you can see the barmaid kind of jumping back and forth between different tables, trying to take care of as many people as possible.
Hey, Thunk.
Yes.
Do you want to give the speech, or do you want me to?
Not one for big speeches.
Okay. Just watch my back and watch everyone closely for what I'm about to do. I'm sure there'll be somebody, if this catches their attention, that's going to try to run or look odd.
All right, I will keep an eye on the assembled party, like everybody in the tavern, I guess.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I'm slow. I just realized what
Not
you
sure
did.
what exactly I'm looking for, but
So, I need a little help, though. One more time.
fine. Gotta climb up.
So I jump up and I go, all right, you scroungy bunch of mangy fools. We did it, but I need your attention. Because we have a problem.
Everybody slowly starts to look towards the little green boy on top of this massive orc shoulders, yelling at
Including
them
the
all.
orc.
And I jump from there onto the bar stand, standing,
Mhm.
and I pull out the backpack with the sap, and I undo the sack, and I slam the head on the fucking nearest table near me. Who knew this guy?
And you hear Lyra, as soon as that head hits the table, you hear Lyra from out behind everybody. Not on the fucking table. But
Did
I
you
look I look at her and I go,
yeah, you can wait a second.
You know, blood does terrible things for wood.
who knew that?
Everybody kind of
Everybody raises their hand that they knew blood did terrible things to wood.
No, everybody kind of stops what they're doing on the fact that you just pulled a head out of your bag. Kind of look at the head, look at you, and everybody's just staring at you.
This person did not live amongst you.
I ain't never seen that fucker before in my life.
Oh. Okay then. Well, the problem's solved. And he jumps, and I go to Lyra. Lyra!
What?
I want 4 now.
You're buying me a new table too.
Take it up with the mayor. And Thunk
You
wants
see her
2
walk-
as well, so I need 6.
You see her come out from the crowd, walk behind the bar. You see her pull out this massive ledger. She writes something down in it, closes it, puts it back.
I
and
grab the head
turns to
and
start-
I heave-ho it out the tavern so it rolls out like a soccer ball.
Can you do things without making a scene or a mess?
I don't see drinks in my hands.
You're about to not get him if you keep throwing fucking blood all over my goddamn tavern.
Those is a good point. You're making a mess.
What kind of mess would you be if we didn't deal with the threat out there?
At least my tavern would have been clean.
Where's the drinks?
And she
I
finishes
look at
up throwing up the
Lyra.
sticks.
I thank you. It's the only way that's gonna shut him up.
She sets down all 6 tankers right in front of you.
I sit and I look at Thunk and I go, see anybody suspicious?
No, my friend, I did not. Everybody seemed very confused as to why you were pulling out a head and putting it on the bar table.
It's okay.
There did not seem to be anybody that I noticed that seemed like they recognized him.
Or maybe they're very good actors. Keep a vigilant watch out. That's why I only got you 2.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll cut from you to Lucian and Caeden. What are you doing?
Into the mayor's.
Yep. Just following
Okay.
him.
So you two head towards the mayor's house, and oddly enough, there's a few lights or candles still burning inside, so you can assume that the mayor or somebody's at least up and moving inside the mayor's house. Are you just walking in? How are you going in?
No, I'll be
But
nice and
Nice
knock.
to knock.
Okay. So you go and you knock on the door. Nobody comes and answers after a couple seconds, so you knock again. And after a few more seconds, which feels a little bit longer, and you're about to knock again, the door opens and you see a rather tired looking middle-aged man kind of open the door. You're back already?
Yes.
And I'm assuming
cult-
it didn't go.
The cult that was operating in this territory has been identified and eliminated. Their ritual site has been destroyed.
Hold 1 second, and he closes the door, and you hear rapid footsteps run, and then stop. And after a few more about 30 seconds, you hear multiple footsteps come running back to the door, and the door swings open, and you see Mara Vin kind of in like I don't want to say a nightgown, but it looks like she was getting close to laying down for the night. And the cult or whatever it was is dead?
At least a sect of it that was operating here.
How can you be sure?
We are positive.
Well, you being positive and it being true, what proof do you have?
If you'd like to go visit our friend at the tavern, he has the head of one of these cultists we encountered.
Give me a moment. And she closes the door, and you hear her start talking very muffled to the male that had originally answered the door. And you hear the footsteps kind of disperse, and you wait a few minutes, and then the door swings back open, and you can see Mara kind of in a more of an attire that she could go out into the town in, not her more formal attire. And then you see that the male has kind of put on some clothes and strapped a sword to his
Business
waist.
casual.
Yes, more business casual. And well, let's go to the tavern, see what you figured out or dug up. And she starts walking towards the tavern. Are you? I'm assuming you're following her.
We can flank her.
Okay. So you four start walking towards the tavern. And as soon as you get there, Mary kind of stops and looks and goes, "Huh?" And she points out and is like, "I'm assuming that's the head you're talking about."
Yes.
That
And
would
I
be the
go.
one.
I reach down and pick it up. Holding it like fucking Medusa's head up to her.
Is there
Is this anyone in the town that you know?
She stops and kind of looks at it. No, they're not.
Have you
They're
seen
not
them
one of.
at all recently?
You ever have those feelings when you look at someone's face and you can just swore you've seen them before, but you have no idea when, where, or how? Yeah, I don't know.
More than you know, yes.
So they could have possibly come through here.
Possibly, I don't know.
I'm just gonna take the head and toss it off to the side.
Can we not just discard a random head of a cultist? Can you at least take it to Sister Callus and let her dispose of it properly?
Is she?
Showing signs of dead occultists should deter more occultists.
But if they're cultists,
Put 'em on bikes.
isn't it
It is-
possible that the soul or the blood could be tainted?
There's nothing left of this.
We're about to find out.
She kind of looks at the male or the man. Can you please go inform Sister Callus that there's a head that needs to be dealt with properly, please? And the male looks, yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. And he immediately takes off towards the chapel. Okay, while he's, I guess, dealing with that, we'll step inside and we'll get some a little bit of privacy. You can tell me what you figured out, I guess.
After you.
And she kind of leads you into the tavern. And you walk in and you see Thunk and Goretax sitting at the bar already. Goretax has one mug availed down and he's working on a second, and Thunk's just kind of sitting there just sipping it and drinking it. And she looks at Lyra and we'll take the private section, and immediately starts walking towards the back area in this kind of secluded part of the tavern.
I leave the empty one. I grabbed all 3 of the rest of them in my hand, and I move my way over there.
Now I want the athletics check to see
You're
if you
stupid.
spill any of it.
You're stupid.
I just like fucking with you.
Yeah, I'm taking that roll. That's a 19, baby. 19 19 on the roll. Athletics is a fucking goddamn +7, so that's a 26. I'll hold that shit in one hand.
Yep. You're able to move through this crowd like it's nothing without even spilling a drop. And
Thunk,
she kind of
tell me you bump into him.
No. No.
I gotta
Not
see
yet.
this
But he keeps getting blood on my fucking clothes, maybe.
I gotta see this basketball juke he does to get around you.
Motherfucker throws up the 3, fucking does a goddamn somersault, catches the fucking 3 with his fucking foot, kicks him back up, fucking crouching tiger, hidden dragon, fucking goddamn fucking flips
Across
back
the
on his
room?
hand and fucking grabs it with his hands again. I ain't spilling nothing.
But Mara kind of leads you to a secluded table where she positions herself kind of in the center and gestures for you guys to take your seats.
I'd order a drink and then sit down.
I'll take a seat.
He knew better.
About a minute later.
He's like,
About
he
a
ain't
minute
sharing
later.
those 3.
A minute later, Lyra comes and sets a mug in front of you. So, and Mara kind of chirps up. All right, so you're saying it's a cult. Do we know what cult, what they were doing, trying to do, anything?
We believe they're connected to the mother of the flesh that remains.
What is that?
Have you ever heard of the Hollowed?
Have you? Yeah.
She kind of sits there and thinks for a second, gets ready to say something, stops and thinks, and I don't think I've ever heard that name before, no.
Well, we're very confident they were the source of your problems. After we disposed of them and the portal was destroyed, the land immediately looked more healthy, and burnt sigils in the ground have disappeared.
And the missing people, did you find them?
We've not found any signs of the people.
It's highly likely they were, like 2 of the cultists themselves, tossed into a portal and brought to who knows where.
Well, what do you mean a portal?
There was a
Well,
priestess opening a rift
Yeah.
when we arrived at the site of the occult. The priestess was performing a ritual that was opening a rift.
A rift to what or where?
That we do not know. But one thing is certain, we are not finished.
When you say you're not finished, do you mean that my town is still in danger?
I'd
For
say
the
that's
time
safe to
being,
assume.
for the time being, the town and the area around it is safe. For how long, we do not know.
And she sits back and thanks and okay. Do you have any other information that might help me make decisions or guide me where what I could do next?
Leadership is your area. It is up to you to make those decisions, not I.
But
We're
as
hoping-
leadership, oh, go ahead.
We were hoping that you might have had heard of the Hollowed or the Flesh, or the Mother of the Flesh, whatever it's called. Hang on a second. Let's see. The Mother of the Flesh that remains, to give us more clues as to where to proceed further. Maybe best to ask your officials if any of them have heard anything of that, Mara.
You're not from Ustalav, are you?
No.
Well, let me give you a little insight to the politics of Ustalav. You see, unlike other regions, it's kind of a fend for yourself setup here. I, as the mayor of Grim Hollow, am in charge of Grim Hollow. I am the end-all be-all for this town. I serve no lord, I serve no duke, no king. Kind of why I had to reach out for anybody and everybody that would answer the call. When it comes to major cities, yes, they have their own, call it royalty, if you will. And if a town or village poses as a strategic or beneficial spot for that particular city, typically the major city in that area will look after that town, protect it. But from where we're at here, we're not of any real use to anybody with our position where our town is located. So we're kind of left to our own devices. If we fall, the cities don't care. If we succeed and become more than what we are, then the cities will come in and take everything. So we like to be right in the middle. But that tends to have its own drawbacks as well, as you can see. So for me to go ask other officials means that I would have to admit that I can't handle this job. And there's one thing I am not going to do. I am not going to admit that I can't handle this job because I can handle it. I have been running this town by myself for the last 20 years. That's not changing because some fucking lunatics think they can open a portal to God knows where and destroy my fucking town. So,
If you're finished, Mayor, my point was to ask more about, like, say, the person who leads the chapel, the general store, the stables, to see if they had heard anything from people that come in and out of the town. We can do that certainly ourselves. If you don't mind us going around asking questions in front of people. But
with the threat now being dealt with, the job I had hired you for, that's now done. And she kind of pulls out a coin purse and sets it in the middle of the table. What you all do now is up to you. I am not worried about my townsfolk finding out about the situation since it has been dealt with. Most of them have already figured it out or probably know that something like that was happening. But I need to make sure that any and all information that you figured out, gathered, whatever it is, I need to make sure I have all that information so I can make the best informed decision I can for my town. So I'll ask again. Is there any other information that I need to know?
Nothing else for you.
Then with that, and as she kind of, you see her shoulders kind of drop a little bit as she seems to relax a little bit. I say thank you. You've done me a great service that I will not forget. However, after tonight's festivities, morning, whatever the people decide they want to do tonight, your tab and your rooms will no longer be compensated. It will be on you. If you wish to stay longer in Grim Hollow, feel free, be my guest. You are more than welcome. But I cannot afford to pay for it anymore.
And the payment.
She kind of motions towards the coin purse in the middle. Right there. Feel free to divvy it up as you guys see fit.
I look at Lucian. I look at everybody else. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to hold it to make sure it feels like the accurate amount. As agreed upon.
Feeling the weight. Yeah, it's pretty fucking close.
I hand it to Lucian.
Okay. I'll take the coin purse and put it in my little satchel.
Okay. So go ahead and add 40 gold total to your coin.
I'm going to...
I'll look down at Goretax. All right, time to party then.
I smile, and then I flick a glance over at the mayor, and I do a sense motive.
Ooh, sense motive. Can you read that for me real quick?
One action, mental secret activity using perception to determine if a creature is lying or under mental enchantment.
Can I
Okay.
aid that somehow? I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Perception check against the target's deception DC.
Caeden, I will say you can make your own sense motive check. So go ahead and give me the rolls.
I got a 7.
What was the roll again? I'm sorry.
Perception.
Got it.
For sense motive.
Okay, so the green dice don't like me either. No dice likes me.
12. Yeah, that was a bad roll.
Well, ironically, I rolled a 2 on my green dice and I rolled a 1 on just a test roll it on fucking Path Builder. So
go get you some sage. Go get you some sage, man.
Motherfucker, dude.
Go get you some sage.
Sit there and burn it. You gotta buy a new set of dice. That's just how it is.
Yes, that works too.
Like a hammer to this fucker.
Or let somebody else roll them. That's typically how it works. Let somebody else roll them and get all the bad energy out.
Hey.
See, what my usual trick at is I would keep rolling them until they hit the highest number or the number that I wanted them to land on, and then I would just let them sit there at the table. Like, all right, you've naturally found yourself a natural 20.
Find it
Just
again.
Relax.
Here's a
Just
sparkly
relax,
metallic
enjoy
green
that
dice for
position.
goblin. This looks like a goblin dice. I'm gonna use this one.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't love metallic dice.
Oh, that's a good looking one.
Yeah. I'm
Yep.
gonna I
favorite one.
I'm gonna go find a massive D20 on Amazon and use that fucking
I
thing.
have
Anyways,
I got a 22.
oh, so
I have
Lucian.
a bunch of the sets of the Call of Cthulhu dice.
Nice.
Judge Dredd sees
Back to the
you
game.
when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Back to the game. Lucian.
I know if you've been bad or good, so you better be
Kinda-
fucking good for goodness sake.
reading the body language, hearing the tone she speaks in, and kind of watching her facial expressions, you get the sense that she's not necessarily full on hiding something, but she's not saying what
Intimidating
she
glare.
don't know. Motherfucker. What's your DC?
I don't fucking remember. Where the fuck is it? 17.
Oh, so she got a natural 20 on the dice roll.
Get the fuck out of here. You're a liar.
I have not touched the dice.
God damn it.
Not touched the dice. Anyways,
The pan down to reveal he's not wearing pants.
Nice.
just my little wiener hanging out.
Nice socks, buddy.
Yep.
It's
I
a,
don't wear socks.
it's a
Anyways,
real GM power move.
Yeah.
Just Winnie the Pooh in it the entire
Never
session.
question my dice roll again.
anyways, you sit there and you stare her down, a stare that you've used on multiple people in order to get them to reveal something, get them to do what you want. Staring this woman down, she just looks at you and meets your glare. Is there something you would like to say?
Don't worry about Lucian. He got a little blood in his eye in the last thing. He sometimes he just wanders off and has a little problem. It's all good.
Well, that being said, again, for the last time, thank you for what you've done. But now I have other matters to attend to and deal with. And she gets up, and you see her walk towards the bar, and she kind of leans over the bar, and you see her talking to Lyra for a second. See Lyra nod, and then Mara leaves the tavern, assuming heading back to her house.
She's not telling us everything she knows.
I do get that feeling as well, but I mean,
Give me like 2
we
seconds.
got paid.
Well,
When do city officials ever tell everybody everything that they know?
Goretax sighs, takes the other 2 drinks, pushes them across the table, sticks with the one. He goes, "I'm on it."
Very well.
You want to follow them tonight?
He slams it down, puts it down, pushes the other 2 across the table, and departs.
I'm going
So-
to grab his shoulder quick and hand him 13 gold pieces.
Was that our agreed upon amount?
Well, it was originally
10.
What was it?
what was it, 10 apiece?
Oh, neat.
10 apiece.
Yeah, but we also got 5 in advance, didn't we?
Hazard pay.
Yep. She gave you the extra 5 because of what you were discovering at the beginning.
I'm gonna hand Thunk 13, and then I'll give Dull the other 13.
He gave away his share, that motherfucker.
Yeah, he did. Minus 1
Yeah.
1 gold.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep that 1 gold.
Okay.
Um,
So Goretax, what are you doing?
So he informed us while you were stepped away that he had he wasn't telling us everything. So Goretax side said he has one drink, slams that, pushes the other 2 across the table, and says, "I'm on it."
Okay.
And then pops off and goes out the tavern.
Okay.
We're gonna get in trouble.
It's that kind of party now.
Well, I'm not the sneakiest type, but I think we should give it some time and then maybe be in the vicinity in case something goes wrong.
I'm gonna go talk to Lyra.
Okay.
Caeden, I agree with you. Excuse me.
Okay. So we'll
We may need to be prepared to run in case things go sideways with our little friend here.
Okay. So Goretax, you leave the tavern. Lucian, you start walking towards Lyra with Thunk and Caeden kind of following behind. Goretax, I'm assuming you're following the mayor. Making that an assumption.
Very nonchalantly.
Trying to be stealthy about it, or
I would say more like
just kind of
more
walking?
like blend in. Yeah, I'm
Like
not
blend in.
not trying to be stealthy like I'm sneaking from house to house and don't want to be seen by anybody. I'm just walking as in blending into the public space.
Well, it's late night. There's probably not a lot of people walking around.
Am I talking to you?
So,
But he does have a point. Yes, that it is after sundown. Typically, people are either in the tavern or in their houses. So to walk around nonchalant would be more suspicious than anything
That's
else.
okay. I'm still gonna do it.
Okay. So, ooh, excuse me. I'm assuming you're following the mayor or trying to be as nonchalant as possible, seeing where the mayor goes.
I'm walking. I'm going on a nice stroll.
You're just going on it.
Oh. Okay.
Welcome back.
He's back. I'm going on a nice stroll.
Okay. Just going on a stroll, not doing anything in particular?
No, I'm just going on a nice stroll.
Okay, I'll cut back to the other 3 then.
I'm allowed.
If you're not-
I'm going on. It is being perceived that I'm going on a night stroll. Yes, I'm following her, but I'm perceiving like that's. Do you understand? Okay.
I understood what you were trying to do. I wanted to make sure that you weren't
Yes.
just legitimately going on a night stroll. Okay. So walking around town, just kind of trying to seem like you're just walking aimlessly, but watching where the mayor goes, you see that when she's in the town square, she's at that almost at that point where she'd have to make that turn to start going towards her house. Instead, she decides she keeps walking straight towards the chapel.
Oh.
So you kind of meander your way over there. By the time you get close enough to where you can confirm, she's pretty much already inside the chapel and closing the door. Are you going to continue to walk closer towards the chapel, or are you just going to kind of watch?
No, this time I'm going to sneak towards the chapel to get within earshot to hear conversations at this point.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that stealth check, please.
You fucking dice better not fuck with me this time. Come on, baby. Okay, 16.
That's 16. As soon as you see that door close, you immediately crouch down and start moving, using your size and your stealth to your advantage. And you're able to get right up on that chapel wall, kind of hugging the wall, working your way around the entirety of the chapel until you can find roughly where they're at inside. And it doesn't take long. Is kind of looking at the layout of this chapel, you kind of piece together where like the office area would be, and you maneuver yourself into a position just underneath the stained glass window there, and kind of just listening. And you hear muffled talking. You hear a voice that you can distinctly tell is Mara. And then you hear another voice, kind of a softer voice of a woman that you haven't heard before. And you hear them talking, not like a argument, but more of feeding information and going back and forth about what you can only assume is theories or different thoughts. And then you hear Mara say, "Sister, I thought you said they were fucking dealt with long ago. I thought you said that was not a fucking problem. Now these people have gone out and they have found this fucking cult. They're saying the mother of the flesh that remains is involved in this. I don't even know who the fuck that is, but I know when that name is brought up, it is not a good thing. What else is going on that you're not telling me? I need to know this stuff so I can protect the people of Grim Hollow. If you're hiding information from me, why?" And you hear the woman kind of speak up, and Mara, I thought they were gone. But my duty is to the gods, to rid them, to rid the evil of this world. It's not that I'm hiding information from you. It's that I didn't know. But if what these adventurers say is true, and the mother of the flesh is involved, then there's more at play and something else going on that is way above my head. I don't know what all is happening. I don't know what their end goal was. But I can tell you it is not good. We need to get these adventurers out of here because they're going to be the target now. They have just killed some of her followers. And she's not going to take kindly to that. We need them out of here fast. But you need to tell the Holy One, the Justicar, what you know, and I mean everything. Because he needs to report it to his church so his church can deal with things. As much as I disagree with how they're doing things and what they're doing, they still have the best intentions at heart. Mars sits there, and you can hear Mara kind of breathing and fine. You need to tell him what you know, because you know a hell of a lot more about this shit than I do. I'm just trying to protect this town. That's all I give a fuck about. But you need to tell him everything you know. because this has now gone beyond my pay grade. Gods, cults, evil entity. I don't want anything to do with that. I just want my town to survive. Then the other voice. Get a message to him. Let him know that I wish to speak to him in the morning. And we'll go and see what happens from there. And after a couple seconds, you hear footsteps start walking towards the chapel doors. You hear the heavier wooden doors open and then slowly close. And you hear footsteps in the gravel kind of walk away from the chapel. And it kind of listening in a little further, you hear the voice in the chapel. Gods. Any gods at this point, if you hear me, Pharasma, if you're listening, please help us. And you hear the footsteps start to walk away from the office.
I'm going to roll to see if Goretax does what I want him to do here.
Okay.
What god did she say?
Pharasma.
The goddess of dreams
PH.
or something, right?
All right, let me recall knowledge with religion to see if you would know who that is.
Okay, go ahead and give me a religion roll, please.
Oh my god, do I have that? Is that a thing? That is a thing. 0. I rolled a 10. I'm just trying to decipher it's male or female.
Pharasma? Or the lady inside? Or the voice inside, sorry.
The god she's praying to, Pharasma.
Okay. So, from what you know, Pharasma is not a widely worshipped god, but there are followers of Pharasma. Typically, this is the god of fate, death, time, healing. People that deal with a lot of funerals typically worship her. Executioners will typically worship her for she does a lot of judging of souls. She's kind of like if Abadar is like the god of justice, so to speak, then Pharasma would be the final judgment. If that makes sense.
Okay, I'm
Neither
gonna
good
use
nor evil.
I'm gonna use impersonate in my voice and say, "I hear you, my child. Tell them everything."
Give me a deception check with a -1 penalty.
Why?
Because Pharasma is typically depicted as a female.
I would know that. Why didn't you tell me that before?
That was like the first question.
That
he
was like
asked.
the whole fucking point of why I was doing
Okay,
this.
I'll take it away. I'll take it away. Go ahead and roll it. Just roll it.
Oh my god. Yes. 22.
Wow. So you say
you got to roll something to check him now.
Hold on.
He's got a DC already, and I blew that shit.
I had a DC. I already had a DC set, and It wasn't a critical success, but he did succeed. She kind of, you hear the footsteps start walking, and you say this, and it kind of stop and what? Pharasma?
Tell them everything you know.
What the? You can hear that heavy breathing and that, like, not fear, but almost excitement. That heavy, fast breathing, and you were listening to me.
Fuck.
I didn't think the gods actually listened to the prayer. I didn't think they'd actually oh.
And the small one is thirsty.
God. Give me another deception check for that.
Fucking 3.
Not much better. I got an 8.
The little one is.
Now it's time to scamper away. Nope, I'm done. I'm done. Time to scamper.
And you start rushing off. And you and right as you start to round that corner, you don't see it, but for the sake of painting the picture, right as you round that corner, she kind of sticks her head out the stained glass window after she opens, kind of looking around, and they do respond. Closes the window as you make your way back to the tavern. We'll go back to the three of you in the tavern. What are you three doing?
So I went over to talk to Lyra.
Okay.
So, Lyra.
I do nothing.
Yeah. How can I help? Make it quick if you can. As you can see, I'm kind of busy tonight. I don't know what's come over everybody, but this is the most people we've had in months.
Do you have riders or messenger birds?
I can you can pay one of these guys to hold on. She runs to take care of somebody else and comes back, and if you get we don't have a dedicated mail carrier, but if you were to get whatever you're needing to send to Captain Dren, he can make sure it gets out to wherever you need it to go within Ustalov, that is.
Okay.
Just 1 second. Just let me finish this conversation, and I'll be right with you. I know you want your ale. I know you want your. Shut the fuck up, fat ass. I'll get you your shit in a second. Is there anything else you're needing?
No, you said the captain.
Yes, just get whatever you're needing to him. Whatever letter, he'll take care of it. Just tell him where you need to go, and he'll take care of it. He might ask for a little bit of payment, but that's just to cover. I'm sorry. I've got to. And she runs off and starts taking care of some of the other people at the bar, getting them food, and you see her just start. She's going to work, like she's being put to the test tonight for the first time in a while.
I'm gonna look in the bar and see if the captain's actually in there.
Kind of looking around, you're not seeing anybody that looks like they would fill that role of the captain.
Easy enough. I'm gonna go back to the table with Thunk and Caeden.
Okay.
I guess we're waiting
I'm
for.
gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer Lyra some help, as like either bussing tables or trying to wash it out, or even take shit to tables.
You kind of walk up and offer help would be lovely. Now, I can't pay you much. I can give you at the end of the night.
Don't worry about it.
I can give you some. I can give you some money at the end of the night.
I'll help. That's it.
I appreciate it.
Do you want a roll or anything like that?
No, she just kind of has you. She's kind of sticking behind the bar now and just kind of like handing you drinks and handing you plates and telling you, hey, that table over there, this person over here, kind of just pointing, kind of guiding you, but running the bar itself.
Yeah.
And you going amongst these different tables and kind of putting mugs and plates down, you overhear conversations. You hear things like, I swear that's Sister Callus. She's had something to do with this. She knows more. I'm telling you. And you hear other things of the mayor's been hiding shit for months. Something bad's going on, and obviously these weirdos took care of whatever it is. You see the bag that she gave, and then you go to another conversation. I heard Jameson went out to the woods last night and didn't come back. I hope he's not another one of them. And you just kind of going. This is the kind of conversations you're hearing amongst these different tables and stuff. And as you're kind of flowing around Goretax, you come back in and you now see Thunk, your horsey, kind of running back and forth between bar and tables, you see him actually working in helping Lyra, and then you look in the back corner and you see Caeden and Lucian just kind of sitting there just sipping on their mugs and eating a couple pieces of bread.
Hey, Lyra, I hope you're paying him an ale.
He didn't want pay. I offered, he didn't want it, so I'm using the free labor.
I'm good.
Are you hungry, Thunk?
No.
He just goes to the table.
This does seem like it's partially our fault, so I figured I should help.
Meh. He goes and sits at the table.
He's a little buzzed and he's happy.
He's
that,
happy.
Like, they did the right thing.
So he's having a good time.
Yeah.
So Thunk, you're continue going around helping.
Shit's just a side benefit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're going through and you're just hearing, handing out drinks and meals and stuff. And Goretax, you make your way back to the secluded table. It's kind of removed from the normal riffraff of the tavern. You kind of sit down and your 3 ales are still sitting there at the table untouched.
Oh. He grabs it. Oh, yes. Lucian, you'll be visited probably tomorrow morning by the sister in the chapel here. She'll probably tell you everything. Had a little conversation. Mayor told her to be cooperative, so shouldn't be much of an issue. As far as that, don't be surprised if they try to usher us out of here. But it wasn't because of me.
I assume it has something to do with their fear.
Yeah, we're targets now.
Of course.
Nice.
I love it, Silver. I fucking love it. Sorry, I just saw it.
I hold on.
In general.
That's gotta be that's the thumbnail. That's the fucking thumbnail.
Yeah, it is.
That's the thumbnail for this episode. Oh, that's too good.
Well, there you go, bud. You can put that in your roll 20s and smoke it. Oh shit, dude. I love this shit. Might be a good way to get some answers. Your otherworldly connections are apparently valued around here, so I look at it as this town is an investment. And if Mara wants to keep her town safe and continue to keep it safe and continue to get our assistance, then she can continue to pay.
I knew that was the investment you meant.
A man has to drink and eat, does he not?
I'm sure you have more than enough in your pocket to drink and eat.
But there's still plenty of slaying to be done and justice to be done, and clearly this is an abomination that needs to continue, so I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow.
Seems we will.
Well. Do you drink, Caeden?
Oh, definitely.
Then why were these still here?
I've been working on my own. And it's not customary where I come from to drink another man's drink.
Goretax suspiciously sniffs his drinks.
Okay. You go and sniff. Smells like ale.
Okay, we'll down all three at once.
Okay. So you sit there and start chugging your ale. Goretax, I would like, with you downing this much ale and after the excitement you've had over the last 24 hours, give me a fortitude save, please. DC is 13.
Of course it is, you fuck. It's 12.
Oh, you down these ales, and the ale and the alcohol is just, it's hitting at the right spot tonight. And after you finally finish the third one, you can feel that nice, happy, drunken stupor.
Unfortunately
over
for you
you.
all, I get better the more I drink.
And you quickly, you know this feeling. You've felt it multiple times. You know that you are now pretty intoxicated at this point. It's hitting just right.
Keep going.
So, what at this point, as we are coming towards the end of the night, is there anything in particular you all are wanting to do, or are you just gonna go with status quo of what your characters are currently doing until you go to bed for the night?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a room.
Status quo.
I thought we had rooms.
You have rooms.
Oh, I'm gonna go up to my room.
Okay. Yeah, this will be the last night that the rooms are paid for you.
I'm going to keep an eye on Thunk.
Okay. Caeden, what are you gonna do?
I'll have a few more drinks and then I guess get a room because I didn't have a room previously, or
Okay.
find mine that I get to go into
Well, I mean, you could use the one with the bloody pillow.
with the body in it.
Well,
I'm
by the
sure
time you get
it's
up,
been taken care of.
yeah, that body's gone. But after a few more drinks of just sitting and watching and kind of just soaking in the environment, your Lyra comes up and, well, they had a fourth, and since the room's already paid for, here's the key. I will warn you, last patron died in it. Don't worry, sheets have been changed. And then she immediately walks off.
Thanks.
You might catch something from the last guy, though. He was a little not right in the head.
Was he an interesting fellow then?
It was a hairy mess.
Furball is he.
So after a few more drinks and accepting the room key, you start making your way up to this room. That feeling of fright and fear still kind of deep within your chest. You can just, it's still gnawing at you, but it's a lot duller of a sensation now with the alcohol flowing through your veins. Goretax, that that same fear. You know it's still there. You know it's deep inside, but again, that alcohol is really fucking numbing it, especially with the intoxication at this point. And you're just sitting there, kind of watching Thunk flow or flow back and forth between all these different tables, almost like or by the time we get to the close of the night before Lyra shuts the bar down.
Ooh, hold on.
He's seen.
Thunk.
Go ahead.
I'll take a second to come over. What?
How many songs do you know?
Lyra sung to the tune of Layla.
Capture. We're whalers on the. Sorry.
Well, keep going.
He knows the song Lyra, sung to the tune of Layla.
No, I do not. That's all you.
Aw. All right, now I'm going to bed.
Okay. But by the end of the night, before, Goretax, you're watching there asking Thunk to sing a song. But by the end of the night, Thunk, you now have this rhythm that you're able to, not as seamlessly as Lyra's able to, from her doing this over the years, but you get a pretty good cadence going to where you're able to somewhat keep up with her and the patrons. And as it comes to the close of the night, Goretax, you get up from your table, kind of leaving your mugs and heading up to your room. Thunk, you finish the night out, clearing off the last few tables, and you go and put the dishes in the kitchenette area. And Lyra walks up, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the people here were rather worried when you showed up through the door a couple days ago. It's not often that we get half orcs coming through not wanting to cause trouble, let alone actually try to help. So I appreciate it greatly. And you see her kind of reach into a coin purse on her hip and see her fumbling with it.
I wave it off.
I
wave it off as
I
it
I
felt like
have
a chaotic good. It felt like a chaotic good deed to do.
I
chuckle.
I understand you don't want payment, but for my sake, I need you to take what I can offer. And she puts 2 silver pieces down and kind of pulls her hand away. I have to pay something, otherwise I will feel like I constantly owe you something.
Okay.
So
Now,
thank you.
can I turn around and pay for something after this with this? Or do I have to leave town with this?
It's your money, but this is, she kind of taps the coins. This is for services rendered. You helped me serve, so this is the payment for services rendered. What you do with your money is up to you.
Shared tips, that's bullshit.
As I said, it felt like a chaotically good thing to do. It's unexpected. Especially having an orc decide to come in and help us with tables.
Well, no good deed goes unnoticed, especially with me. But you all go get some rest. If what I'm hearing is true, you all have earned it, and I appreciate it. Just don't let the little one drain me dry overnight. And she turns.
But just by the off chance that he tries to scamper away early in the morning without telling us he bought more. There's just honestly, I have no earthly idea how much he drank from you. And that's not fair either.
You slide the coins back over, and she takes it and go, consider it payment fulfilled with the bar for the night. And she puts the coins back in her coin purse, and she turns and walks out of the bar and towards the little side hut that you can only assume is her bedroom area.
And then I go upstairs, take off my shit, and sleep like the dead.
Okay. So you all finally resting for the night. Goretax and Caeden. Your sleep
Uh-oh.
Your sleep starts off rather restful. The liquor and the alcohol flowing kind of numbs your sensations. But as you rest, that alcohol does wear away. And after so long, you start to dream. At first, the dream, or what you can remember, makes no sense. You're seeing red, you're seeing bright white, you're seeing shadows whip back and forth all the way around. You're hearing laughter, you're hearing banging of metal, clanging of swords, and then you see two big, glowing red and orange eyes staring back at you. You don't know what these eyes are attached to. You can't see the face. You can't see any discerning features about it. But something about these eyes are unnerving to you. And then it speaks. Yes, you will do nicely. And without even a break or a pause, you both instantly shoot awake, sitting up, drenched in sweat, heavy breathing, heavy panting, as you see the sun start to just creep over the horizon. You both will lose 1 point of that frightened condition. I can't remember. I know one of you has 2.
That would have cycled and ended on a round by round basis. So nobody should have anything at this point.
Okay. So, but you both wake up, dripped in sweat, sun starting to rise. What would you all like to do?
I'm going to start putting my things together and head downstairs.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, did we wake up in the middle of the night, or is it like
No, it's sun's
wake up?
Okay. Sun's starting to come up. Lucian, you start to get your stuff all situated.
Actually, before I go downstairs, I'm going to check the rooms.
You're gonna check all the rooms again?
The guys, yeah.
You start to get all your stuff situated. You're donning your armor, getting yourself ready to go for whatever the day ahead has laid ahead of you, and you hear a soft little knock at your door.
Enter. I'm going to put my hand on my my sword.
You see the doorknob twist open, and the door slightly opens as a smaller statured figure kind of swoops in and then closes the door. And I don't know if you remember me. And then the figure turns around, and you can tell that it's Sister Callus, the same priestess you met the previous day to perform the final rites on the companion that originally joined you. I don't know if you remember me.
I remember you,
But
sister.
I need you to come to the chapel today. You can tell she's looking very nervous. We have some things that we need to discuss.
Does it have anything to do with what the mayor is not telling me?
Maybe. Just, and she kind of looks around your room and gather your friends and meet me at the chapel. I'll tell you everything that I know and I've hope isn't true. And she quickly opens the door and slinks out. And as you go finish putting your gear on, you open your door to go check on your other compatriots just to make sure that nothing went bump in the night. And you don't even have to get to their doors as you hear Goretax kind of stumbling around trying to get his stuff on as he's waking up from a little
His
bit
19.
of a...
His 19
Yeah.
wore off.
And you can also hear the movement in Thunk and Caeden's room, and you get the calming feeling that, okay, nothing happened overnight. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.